We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Ross Stripling, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, this guy has a good repertoire of pitches, and he throws also a knuckle curveball. One guy comes to mind, Mike Mussina, former Oriole and Yankee pitcher, had a real good knuckle curve. It's not an easy pitch to learn, and what's more difficult, it's a difficult pitch for umpires to call strikes, and that's why we don't see a lot of pitchers using it today.
The 2-1 home. Down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Eduardo Escobar is on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Scorched to third. Turner's got it. And there's one away. With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, I'm excited to watch David Peralta play. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Into the box, Eduardo Escobar. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
Here now the 2-2. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Bellinger looking up, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and the Diamondbacks strike first. It's 1-0.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
Coming to the plate now, David Peralta. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. He's set and the 1-2 pitch. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Hit back up the middle. And there are 2 away now.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 2.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Adam Jones, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The 2-1 home. Popped him up. Freeze in foul ground. And that retires the side. Diamondbacks hit the board first thanks to this solo home run. Home half of the first coming up at Dodger Stadium, and the D-backs have an early 1-0 advantage. Robbie Ray will be the one towing the rubber for the Diamondbacks. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Robbie Ray is quietly developing into one of the top left-handed pitchers in the game of baseball. Unfortunately, he gets lost in the shadow because of guys like Clayton Kershaw and Rich Hill. Big arm from Robbie Ray. Not a real big guy, but 95 to 97, good hard slider. His changeup has gotten better, and you'll know if he's on early because you'll see lots of swings and misses. This guy can rack up the strikeouts.
Another try at 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Jones is under it. 1 out. Now a moment for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Oh, man, I love what A.J. Pollock does for this offense. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Next for the Dodgers, Justin Turner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Bullet back up the middle. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Here's David Freese to stand in, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider. 2 out, nobody on. Inside with the slider, 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Dyson's there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Dodgers down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Stepping into the box, Jake Lamb, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. The guy I want to spot shadow today is Cody Bellinger. Versatility is his game. The bat plays no matter where he hits in a lineup, but a guy who can play Gold Glove first base and move to the outfield.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Inside and low, 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Here now the 2-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Bellinger's under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So striding forward now, Nick Ahmed. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The 2-1 home. There's a fastball that misses. The 3-1, and it's fouled away. Now the 3-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Bellinger will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Diamondbacks down in order. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Standing in, A.J. Pollock. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. He's 1 for 2. And he struck him out.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Nick Ahmed. Defense is this guy's calling card. One of the slickest defenders in our game. Super sure-handed and doesn't get enough love on the defensive side of the ball.
Here's Corey Seager, the recipient of a National League Silver Slugger Award for his contributions at shortstop last year. Grounded to the right. And he'll reach to knock this ball down. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. Now at the plate, Chris Taylor. He'll get to take his first cuts here. fly ball right down the line in left. Peralta's under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting seventh.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. And he misses 2 and 1. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3 and 2 here. He pulls this one into right. Jones is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for LA. They're down 1-0. In now, Alex Avila, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Pitch on its way to Avila. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2 and 2 now. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3 and 2.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Little tapper down the first baseline. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Batting ninth. Pitcher.
Coming to the plate now, Robbie Ray. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
1-1, here it comes. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1. Three-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1-2-3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
Dyson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And there he goes towards second. Hard hit at third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for Arizona, but they lead it 1-0. Russell Martin now. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 2-2 to the Dodgers catcher.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third. So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Ross Stripling. A textbook sack bunt situation here. Now the 1-1 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. And he'll pounce on this quickly to tag him out.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Justin Turner, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Next up for Los Angeles, David Freese. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up is Dyson. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run shot to left center, and with it, they've left in front now, 3-1.
Three and one with 2 on base is a tough spot for any pitcher. He didn't want to load the bases with a walk, and the hitter knew that more than anybody else. Well, he gave him something he could handle, and the next thing he knew, his opponent was circling the bases.
In now, A.J. Pollock. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
Here now the 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2. Hard hit ball to short. And he'll let it fly from deep in the hole. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort. And that ought to be scored in infield single.
Boy, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Corey Seager.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And the 29th pitch of the inning is swung on and missed, and that'll finally end it. But the Dodgers strike for 3, all courtesy of the 3-run home run. We played 3 full. It's 3-1 LA. Digging in to try it again, David Peralta, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hit well on the ground to first. Freeze is there, and he'll step on first himself for the out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Adam Jones. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Three to 1 is our score here in inning number 4. Line towards center field. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Boy, that's a really good pitch, Mark, right there, down in the zone. That's when, as a pitcher, you just kind of have to shake your head and tip your cap to the batter.
Yeah, right there. You're looking to just either foul that off or stay in there and survive. He found a way to not only stay in there and survive, but drive it up the middle for a knock.
Good pitch there, but it's taken for a ball, and it's 2-2 to the Arizona third baseman. The 2-2. Still even at 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Called strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
So a full count now.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the 3-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Dodgers 3 and the D-backs 1. Stepping up now, Chris Taylor. He set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And he fouls this one off. And another foul ball.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And that's off the left field wall. And it's a good start to the inning for the Dodgers on the leadoff double. When that one left the bat, I wasn't sure where it was going to come down. Thought it might have a chance.
Yeah, same here, man. It kind of got lost high in the sky before it one-hopped the fence for an extra base hit. During the daytime, that thing probably would have carried out of here, but you can't complain too much about a double.
Stepping in now, Cody Bellinger. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for route number 1. Russell Martin now. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
Now a bunt attempt here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. Digging in once again, Kike Hernandez.
Kike Hernandez.
Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. Dodgers strand a couple, and it's still 3-1. Caleb Ferguson gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 64.
Leading off the inning, Nick Ahmed, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
Somebody needs to go rattle the cage right here. Take the bats and start throwing them all over the dugout to get these boys going. If this continues, I guarantee you see a different lineup tomorrow.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Ready now, Robbie Ray. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ready for another chance? Justin Turner. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Chasing after it is Dyson. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
First baseman number 25.
Here's David Freese to stand in. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. The 3-1. And this pitch is lined softly down the line and left. But this is a foul ball. 3-2 pitch. Weak chopper up the line. That rolls foul, and they'll do it again. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4. So coming to the plate, A.J. Pollock. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
The 2-1. Sent on the ground out to second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Dodgers leave 1, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Here's Gerard Dyson. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Number 5.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
Into the box now, David Peralta. A couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. The 1-2 is a fastball taken high for a ball.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Now the 3-2 pitch. Lined hard toward right center. Bellinger is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Number 66 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 66.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Chris Taylor. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now the 3-0 offering is looked at for the first strike. Now a ball lined softly down the left field line, but foul. Grounded back up the middle. There is Ahmed. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Stepping up to the plate, Cody Bellinger. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. The 1-1 is taken below the zone for a ball. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen, as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. 3 runs, 4 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The catcher, number 55.
Digging in, Russell Martin. It was a walk in his last trip. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. 3 runs, 4 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, you see that happen quite a bit at the big league level, Giro. Breaking ball up and away, hard slider, up out of the zone, hit for a bullet for a base hit.
Yeah, Dan, you try and look for it to pop out above the pitcher's hand. That usually signifies that it's going to be something breaking. That was actually a slider, so nice job by the offensive player, not only recognizing it, but not trying to do too much.
Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for L.A. as the lead remains 3-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium, the men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. Yimi Garcia is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Adam Jones. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Jones swings and hits it very well to left. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot here for Adam Jones. And the Diamondbacks have cut this to a 3-2 ball game.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Into the box now, Jake Lamb. Nope. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Digging in the switch hitter, Ketel Marte. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? The second for 1. Back to first, and a costly at-bat there as the possible tying run is erased on the double play.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper two-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
Standing in now, Nick Ahmed. And this is fouled at the plate. Here now the 2-2. He's off for that and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Diamondbacks draw a bit closer thanks to this home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Diamondbacks 2. Ready for another shot now. Kike Hernandez. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
And, oh, he thought that was ball 4, but it's called a strike. 3-1 now. Swing and a laser off into foul territory.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now a ball hit hard toward first, and that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The tag, and he's called out trying to stretch 2 bases into 3.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
David Freese will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ballgame on 1 swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
The count is 1-2.
Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. Scott Alexander has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
So he punches him out and looking at the fastball. Alex Avila becomes the first out of the inning. Wilmer Flores will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Wilmer Flores.
Fouled off. The 1-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
The center
Striding in once again, Gerard Dyson will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Full count, 3-2.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Hit on the ground to short. To his right, Seager. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. They're down 3-2. Matt Cook is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 55.
Digging in now, A.J. Pollock. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Now the payoff pitch home. Full count still. Another full count pitch on its way. Shoots this one over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now at the plate, Chris Taylor. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They're up 3-2. Nighttime shot of the sprawling city of Los Angeles. We're back on MLB Network. Kenley Jansen comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Eduardo Escobar will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Smoked on the ground left side, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the leadoff base hit puts the potential tying run aboard in the late stages of this one. Now to the plate, David Peralta. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Coming in is Pollock. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Into the box now, Adam Jones. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Well, you don't see this very often, Matty V. A 2-strike straight changeup. But this guy changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time. And maybe if he gets to 2 strikes, try to use the fastball a little bit more than that straight changeup.
Turner will have plenty of room as he makes the catch. And there's a big out number 2. Jake Lamb standing in now. Fly ball heading for the alley. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Escobar is digging for home. He'll score, and the Diamondbacks have tied it. We are knotted at 3.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Into the box, Ketel Marte. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And strikes him out on a good pitch. So 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. So not a good turn of events for this home crowd, as now their 9th inning lead has evaporated. The Dodgers with a chance to walk it off as we go to the last of the 9th. Andrew Chafin enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings. Striding in, Cody Bellinger. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 3-1. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Max Munson will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2. The 2-1 home is laid off of for ball number 3. Kike Hernandez would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss as he went after the slider there, and that'll run the count full. The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. Dodgers down in order, still tied 3-3. Pedro Baez takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. At the plate, Nick Ahmed. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat. Way outside. 1-2. The 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. Backhanded. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. So striding in, Alex Avila. He has no prior history against this pitcher. Here's the 1-2. Here's a high pop-up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. John Ryan Murphy will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
John Ryan Murphy.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Nothing doing here this half. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. TJ McFarland comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kike Hernandez, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
Dyson is right there, one down. Striding into the box, Justin Turner. In his last at-bat, he was thrown out trying to stretch a double into a triple. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. 1 out, nobody on. And a good pitch, but it misses here, and that moves the count back to even on the Dodger third baseman. 2-2. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2. On deck, there you see David Freese. He'll be next. Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first. Standing in, David Freese has got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. Possible winning run on first. 1 man away. Good time to call the change as he swings and misses for strike 2. This one's down to third. And Freese will reach safely. It's a base hit. Throw comes in quickly, so the winning run advances to second now with only 1 away.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to induce the double play. The only problem is he can't guarantee it's going to be hit right at one of his infielders. Tough luck.
Stepping in now, A.J. Pollock. Pulled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. Possible game winners at second base here with 1 away. Bouncer up the middle. Ahmed to his left. He's got it. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. And we'll have to cancel those dinner reservations, partner. 11th inning coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Here's Gerard Dyson. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. A 1-1. Is laid off for ball 2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Eduardo Escobar will be next. Ready with the 3-1. And possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. Throw's going to go on to first, so a perfect sacrifice there as now the go-ahead run moves into scoring position here. Now at the plate, David Peralta. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Pitch is popped up. Martin has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out. Settling in now, Adam Jones. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. Ball 3.
Well, late in a game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
And it's fouled away. Now the 3-2 pitch. Changed up on him here, and this is grounded to short. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So they pick up no runs, no hits, no errors, and one man left on base. It's getting late. One run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Stepping into the box, Corey Seager. He was a ground-out victim last time up. This is pulled into right. And this is down for extra bases. And there's your winning run moving into scoring position. Well, that's why they call baseball a game of inches.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. He showed some serious hops, but not serious enough. He goes up high for it with the good leap, but he just can't bring it in, and that allows him to cruise into second with a good piece of hitting.
Now a bunt attempt here. Escobar fields it cleanly, and the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
Hard on the ground towards short. In time to first, and there are 2 away. A big moment in the ball game here. Russell Martin, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. For short, hit hard. Ahmed has it. On to first, and that'll mean a 12th inning is in order as this inning is over. Dodgers leave 1. Score remains tied at 3-3. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Joe Kelly gets the ball as he'll take over to start this 12th inning.
Joe Kelly. Now playing right field and batting in the 9th spot, number 27, Alex Verdugo.
Swinging a soft liner, and a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter, number 4, second baseman.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. The 1-1 home is whipped to left, a base hit, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time. Work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field.
Into the box now, Nick Ahmed. Line toward right center, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball to the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. Christian Walker will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 53, Christian Walker.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Good job going down and hanging with it that time.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off-speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Missed with a slider. the 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now. So a big spot here, and stepping in, Gerard Dyson, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away. The 1-1 pitch. This is lined into left field, and he delivers a big base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. David Peralta, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. The 3-2 pitch. Good wood on it there, but foul, so they'll do it again. Avila on third. Dyson over at second. Escobar at first. 2 out in the inning. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run. And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And that'll bring in the right fielder, Adam Jones. Now the 1-1 pitch. It is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there. And it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
The 2-1 home is in there for strike number 2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Jake Lamb would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Hit out towards second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. So they do get 3 that inning. That's the good news. The bad news is they leave 3 men on base. And now we'll see if what's left of this crowd can rally their troops. Bottom of the 12th inning coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 6 and the Dodgers 3. Archie Bradley enters from the pen now as they've saved their closer until this deep into extra innings. The 1-1 home. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You can see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
And he chased it in the dirt. Avila recovers. The throw down to first, 1 away.
Now batting.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Kike Hernandez. He has no prior history against this pitcher. Hernandez behind the ball and 2 strikes. Cue shot here out towards short. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter.
Digging in, Justin Turner. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. Fly ball right down the line in left. Peralta is under it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Man, that was definitely a hard-earned victory, but that's what's going to make it even more satisfying. They take it in 12 innings on the road, and it's all smiles now.
And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. T.J. McFarland gets the W on the mound. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
final line score for the ball game tonight for the victorious Diamondbacks: 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Dodgers, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 17 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.